Hello and welcome to another edition of Big Sky 35 Gaming, where tonight I'm going to be looking at my this month's sub box of Video Game Monthly. Very excited to get into this month. I'm going to show you the seal package, which I usually don't do. I usually open it and have it out so you can see the actual box. But this time, one of the games did not fit in the box. So I am really excited to get into this, and let's see what I got. Hello and welcome this evening. We're going to be getting into this box of Video Game Monthly. And like I was saying before, I left the packaging on. I usually go ahead and tear them open. I hate to fumble with them in front of you guys and look like a fool. I look like a fool enough without doing that. So I did go ahead and cut it open. And the reason I did that again is because there is a game that is not inside the box. Now, I do get 10 games a month, which I have gone in. I said before, I'm probably going to change it. I went in, and next month I'll only be getting 5 games. And surprisingly, very easily to do. I emailed them saying I wanted to go to 5. They just canceled it. I went, logged in, set up the 5, and it already had all the games that I already had loaded in there. I didn't have to do any of that. So it was pretty easy to do. And saying that, I did go in and change for next month. I went ahead and pretty much every system I got. I did get a Retron 5, so I did NES, Super NES, and added that to it, and PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Added that to it. And not the Xboxes, because I got that in another sub box. But that being said, let's get into this. I'm excited. I'm going to go ahead, no way around it. We're going to have to take a look at, before opening the box, we're going to have to see what this one is. As I said, I know it's a Wii, because I get Wii, Sega Dreamcast, and PSP. And man, I've been burning up that siphon filter on that PSP that I got last month from. That's been fun. So, like I said, I knew this was going to be a Wii. It looks like Metroid. Wow, Metroid Other M. And I'm here to tell you, I have played a Metroid, but I think, man, it was the original one. I can't tell you which one. I'm sure it was on the NES, and it was at a friend's house. I've never owned it. And usually they black out the pricing, but they left this on here. So it was bought from a GameStop for $9 maybe. So it's probably overpriced a bit. Metroid Other M. And it is complete in box, even with the little flyer. And so that's pretty cool. And I don't even think I've showed the cover art, but Metroid M. Wow. I am ecstatic. I might get to play a Metroid game. I'm hoping I could use a control. No, it says I have to use. I got excited. I got the Wii, and I told you before, because I did drop the Wii from this sub box, because I have it in another one. And I don't want to get loaded up with Wii games. I do want to increase my Wii selection, but I'm not into just collecting any Wii game. I'm excited to have this one because I'm not stoked on the motion control. I really am not. I'm an old school gamer, and the reason I play games is the controller, easy to play, and I just don't like the motion control. To me, it's not tight enough. You can't change it. You don't have enough leeway a lot of times to tighten up the control. And this is a very packed box. And last time, I don't know what I called this guy, but somebody corrected me on the last one, his name is Floyd, and I appreciate him doing that. I can't remember if they corrected me on the last one. Yeah, it was on the last one. So this is only my second box getting. So yeah, it was Floyd. And man, and I already know like the little giveaway is going to be a magazine because I've seen quite a few of these already open. The Old School Gamer magazine, which I really love the cover art. So yeah, I'm going to probably have to, frame this up in a little cheap frame, and just because I need some art up in my room anyway for right now. And I love the that old school art. Man, that makes me a kid again. I mean, on both sides. And people are opening it. They got an article in here, Owning Video Games Monthly, and it's definitely going to be worth a read. So I really appreciate them doing that. Cards right on top. Let's see what we got here. The card, saying win 3 free games, post pictures on their website. Last time I did a video and posted on this video, put it on their website, and I think it's only for pictures, so I'll post a picture. And then let's see here. I got the thank you for buying and making sure you update your library, and I got another card, so I got a 1-up. So that means I have 11 games this month. 11 games. I kind of thought I was going to have some type of up, because last time they got them in there, and I had quite a few box games in the last one, and I already feel a sealed PSP game right on top. Oh, well, wow, this is cool. This series, when it came out, Killzone, I'll go ahead and show it. I know when it came out on the regular PlayStation 2 or 3, it was highly. I didn't play it again. I'm more of a complete gamer now than when I was younger, and it was I couldn't have all the systems. I was at the age where I had to buy a lot of my own stuff, and 20s, late teens, 20s, you don't have a lot of money. And my parents just didn't buy the games. The old system worked just fine, which I was fine with, because I like to play sports games. Me and my friends played a lot of football and things like that. So games like this, I'm really enjoying to go back, and I'm really enjoying I love my PSP system. Always have since the day I got it. Never had a lot of games for it. I got quite a few now. Let's see. Well, I'm liking this Wii game as well. I'm disappointed. It looks like Video Game Monthly really stepped their game up this month. I think they're charging a little bit more a month. If I'm looked at it correctly, it's light, so I don't think this one's complete. Disc in it. It's Sonic the Black Knight. Of course, everybody checks the disc. I haven't heard anybody yet having a problem with the disc, but it looks good. It's a little beat up, but man, and a lot of these Sonic games I never heard a lot, except for with the Dark Sonic or whatever. I haven't heard good things about them, but I love Sonic. And again, I have to use my nunchuck and a controller. No controller on this, so that's the only drawback with Wii games. But I'm glad I'm kind of bulking up. It looks like the Wii games are getting more and more popular, and it feels like I got quite a few loose games. It feels like I got a lot of Sega games. Sega. Oh, Jungle Strike. The sequel to Desert Storm. Never played this on the Genesis. Great looking cartridge. Really clean. Wow. I believe, if I remember correctly, I played this in, I might have played it on, well, it says Sega on the back. Is it just a Sega game? No, it's got, I think I played it in arcades. If I remember correctly, I might have played this on NES. I believe it's correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it this like a helicopter game in the jungle? If I remember correctly. You know, when you get older, your memory of when things were 20 some years ago kind of gets blurry. But I believe that's what it is. Now this one, I've seen everybody pulling this out. But it's always a loose cartridge. Never been interested in this game, but I am collecting Sega. So I don't mind having it because I am collecting it. I'm going Sega and Sega Dreamcast. I'm out and out decided to collect for. So Echo, Dolphin game. I heard it's very, very hard. You know, when I had my Sega Genesis, I was older. I played a lot of NHL on it, and what else? NHL, Sonic, a little MLB on there. Not the show, but whatever baseball game was out at the time. So I don't even know if I'll give it a try. I just have no want to play that game. And that's the Tides of Time. And I heard it's a difficult game. I might just put it in. You know, you got to see if it works or not. Another loose Sega game. They hooked it up with Sega this time. Now, this one I've heard good things about. Batman Forever. Again, the Echo was in good shape. This one's a little rough. I'm going to have to clean it up, the cartridge up itself. The label, though, looks very intact. No markings on the back. Batman Forever. Movie, did not enjoy the movie, but I've heard good things about the game. Now, wow, this one, Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures, again, cartridge a little rough, but the label's intact, no rips, so it looks pretty good. Pac-Man 2, New Adventures, and I believe this is a side-scrolling game, if I remember correctly. I'm more of a classic Pac-Man. I love classic Pac-Man to this day. Jurassic Park. This is another movie I never quite understood. I like a little logic in my movies. If a place like this ever happened and they got loose, they just call in an airstrike and wipe everything out. But you wouldn't have an issue. But the sticker is a little rough on top. But all in all, very nice cartridge. It is coming up a little bit on the top right there. But not bad. Not bad. And I'm digging all this Genesis Sega. I mean, cartridges. Really, really loving that. That's the reason why I did this. To really boost my Sega. Oh. And I could have swore I put this down that I already had, but that's okay because it having a problem. It doesn't run all the time. I'm having issues with it. But of course, this one is rough, and I'm going to tell you what it is. But it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Maybe I don't have it because, like I said before, when I got this system, I got the fighter game. Not Sonic with mine. My buddy got Sonic with his. I'm trying to look real quick. Maybe I don't have it. Oh, I do have it. But now I got another one. And worst comes to worst, I could take it to the next time I go down to the shop. I could take it in there and get whatever, a little bit of a trade-in they'll offer for it. I think one of my friends might get a Retron 5 and I might just give it to him. Now the next two are sealed and they feel like Sega Dreamcast, or one of them feels like Sega and one's in a jewel case. So it could be a Wii game in a jewel case. But this one feels sealed and it is Sega Dreamcast. And another fishing game. Sega Marine Fishing, which again, I don't have the reel, so I probably won't even attempt to play. I did not have a lot of fun with the other one, that bass fishing game that I got on the last one. But like I said, I am collecting the Sega Dreamcast games. Very nice, and it does look this is factory sealed. It's got the. It doesn't look like it's been resealed. And last game, just feels like it's in a jewel casing, but it is Sega Dreamcast. Oh, and this one is, I know this is a pretty good game. Virtua Tennis. And I mean, it's a tennis game, so I'll get bored with it. But if I remember correctly, this is a decent game. And I like they do at least put them in a hard jewel case. So that way, not just in like a paper sleeve or something like that. So it does protect it. I believe that's going to be it. That is it. So I did get my Wii games, and I'm very happy with the Wii games. I might have to go back on to there and click Wii, but I do get a box from another company that they sent me Wii as well. But I'm more selective. At least with that one, I can send back if I don't want it. But I have to think about it. The PSP game, very happy with that. Man, love the Sega Genesis games and the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast game's not what I would go out and buy, but that's the reason why I do the sub boxes, because not necessarily like the Echo game. I would not go out and actively search for that unless I was ready to complete my collection, and that was the last game I needed, or I was getting it in a lot. So overall, very good box. Video Games Monthly did a great job this month. So again, it's videogamesmonthly.com right here. I highly go out and check it out. You know, they have different price ranges. This one, I believe now, is like $78 and something. The 5 game I just signed up was $44, like $45, and then the next one is basically $40 for 4 games. 3 games, I believe, was $36, $37. So the more you get, a little bit less it is for the amount that you get. I just can't keep with other things I want to do right now. That this $78 plus tax is a little steep for me for right now. But man, it was easy to switch, so I really appreciate them working with you on that. And it was quick. I work nights. I sent my email in the middle of the night, and I got a reply back at 6:30 in the morning. So, man, I really appreciate that. And again, highly, highly recommend this box. So until next time, get those controllers out, subscribe, like, share. Remember, Big Scott 35. See ya.